Good evening, I'm Ankita Singh, and you're watching Channel 6 Network. Here are tonight's top stories. In a tragic incident in Mumbai, a best bus, driven by Sanjay Moore, rammed into pedestrians and several vehicles in Kurla West on Monday evening. The accident resulted in the deaths of 7 people, while 42 others were injured. The 50-year-old driver, Sanjay Moore, has been arrested and charged with culpable homicide not amounting to murder. In his statement to the police, Moore revealed that he was uncomfortable with the automatic transmission of the electric bus he had been assigned on 1st December. Investigations are ongoing to determine the exact cause of the crash. In business news, Reliance Industries is seeking a $3 billion loan to refinance its debts due in 2025. This move is aimed at maintaining its financial strength in the face of market challenges, helping the company manage its liabilities and ensure stability amid economic pressures. Moving to a heartwarming story from Gaya, a 6-year-old child who was kidnapped has been rescued within 8 hours. Police acted swiftly, collaborating across districts and using effective intelligence to ensure Aryan's safe return and arrest the 4 involved in the crime. Authorities successfully prevented the situation from escalating further. In political news, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has firmly denied any links to industrialist Gautam Adani. Stalin also challenged the BJP to conduct a joint parliamentary committee (JPC) probe into the Adani controversy. The issue has sparked significant political friction, with opposition parties questioning the government's ties to Adani. In Parliament, Speaker Om Birla has urged the opposition to use zero hour for raising important issues and called for mutual respect among members. Meanwhile, the Congress party continues to press for a probe into the alleged favors the government has shown towards the Adani Group, though no mention of a potential no-confidence motion against the chairman has emerged as of yet. In Bangalore, tributes have been pouring in for former Karnataka Chief Minister S.M. Krishna, who passed away recently. President Draupadi Murmu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have praised his contributions to infrastructure and governance. Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah highlighted Krishna's pivotal role in shaping the state's IT and biotech sectors, calling him statesman without enemies. A political storm is brewing after an NGO called for a probe into Allahabad High Court judge for allegedly making anti-Muslim remarks. CPI-M leader Brinda Karat and Hyderabad MP Asaduddin Owaisi have condemned the remarks, demanding accountability and insisting that such individuals should not hold judicial positions. In a disturbing development, an intelligence bureau officer has been arrested for making a hoax bomb threat on an Indigo flight. Indian Airlines have faced 719 hoax bomb threats in 2024 alone, contributing to a growing concern over aviation safety. The Bureau of Civil Aviation Security has intensified measures, including the Bomb Threat Contingency Plan (BTCP), to handle such threats effectively. In transport news, rail welding has officially begun for the Mumbai-Ahmedabad bullet train project in Gujarat. The project, initially slated for completion by December 2023, has faced delays due to land acquisition issues and the pandemic. The National High Speed Rail Corporation now aims for the full route to be operational by the latter half of 2028, with the Gujarat section potentially opening by 2027. Once completed, the bullet train will significantly reduce travel time between Mumbai and Ahmedabad, offering a faster alternative to the current 5.5-hour Vande Bharat Express. In Delhi, Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has promised several benefits for auto drivers ahead of the upcoming assembly elections. Among the key promises are 10 lakh rupees in life insurance and rupees 1 lakh for the marriage of their daughters. Additionally, Kejriwal has announced the relaunch of the Pucho app, which allows people to book rides with registered auto drivers through the Delhi Integrated Multimodal Transit System. That's all for today's news. Stay tuned to Channel 6 Network for more updates.